Maybe he's an alien in disguise, hiding his huge head beneath that strange hat. No, I'd tumble into the well. I need to try this differently. Shalom keeps saying that there's a god of banana. This won't work. This won't work. Oh, for God's sakes! The Pharaoh's daughter has published a photo love story with me as the leading man. You can punch out great things with this little cutter, but not from that. You can punch out great things with this little cutter, but not from that.
Nobody enters the crime scene before the investigation has been completed.
Firmly locked. You can punch out great things with this little cutter, but not from that. Letters, invoices, catalogs. It's the box of unlimited opportunities. There's nothing interesting in there. I don't want to give him anything. I don't want to give him anything. The Lioness's Den. It's me again.
Hurry up, I need to get out of here.
And I desperately need to get to the poor district.
Well, that's no problem. I know everything and everybody here. I'll get you in there, but only when you finally pretend to be a messenger.
So what's the story with the messenger job and the otter noses?
I'm as good as out the door, darling.
Oh, for God's sakes! The Pharaoh's daughter has published a photo love story with me as the leading man. I don't want to give him anything. There's a crocodile farm hidden behind that wall. Like so many vending machines, this one wants money too. Insert money, take camel chewing gum. I'd park this firefighting camel here if it wasn't so stubborn. A well-equipped camel. It even has a fire brigade badge on its helmet. May I introduce myself? My name is Camel, Hump Camel. May I introduce myself? My name is Camel, Hump Camel.
Or do you want to be gawked at by lechers in pyjamas?
No, of course not. But Mrs. Chippy is totally helpless.
Here, look at that.
Oh, a firefighter's badge. You're a fireman then. Wait a minute. That's not your badge. Who is on that photo? It's not you, that's for sure.
That's their own fault. Helpless old ladies shouldn't scramble up trees.
What?
Listen, miss, it's certainly not my fault.
Mrs. Chippy is my cat. Haven't you been listening?
Oh, still, there's nothing I can do.
You can't or you won't.
Neither one nor the other.
But you can't just leave a damsel in distress hanging in the lurch.
It's not my job to leave anything hanging or get it down. My job is to stand here.
Are we still talking about my cat?
As in, right here.
Oh, the pest. I presume you are not intending to buy anything this time either, are you?
You know, that box of otter noses back there.
Indeed, a delicacy whose recipe I guard to the death. The only thing more important to me are my baby crocs in pastry. The absolute it!
Ew. Baby crocs in pastry? That's somehow...
My best product. Except that they are already out of stock again. Oh, I hope I will get new ones in time for this evening.
Are you saying that somebody should get you new baby crocodiles?
Oh, that would be wonderful!
I've made a portrait. This should work.
I can't do that.
But it's my beloved companion.
Here, look at that.
What? You're a fireman? No kidding. It's you! Why didn't you say so straight away? Here is the garden key to my property. Mrs. Chippy is sitting on the tree next to the merry-go-round. I'm sure you'll take care of it in no time. Meanwhile, I'm gonna give this lout a piece of my mind.
You're not allowed in with that outfit.
Why does there have to be so much water everywhere? Let's see how the wealthy and beautiful live. A chariot merry-go-round. The children go crazy about it. No matter how often, always a lot of fun. What kind of lunatic planted it that close to the merry-go-round? There isn't anything I could wind up here. The chariot bows have already chipped off a bit. A case for Greenpeace. There isn't anything I could wind up here. There isn't anything I could wind up here. There isn't anything I could wind up here. A toy for cats. I've got the ball. Only cats like to play with stuff like that. Or maybe Shalom. But otherwise, nobody. Not bad. She doesn't respond to it. This is obviously not her favorite toy. There isn't anything I could wind up here. Bullseye! Water, again. Gleams, shines, and has a pretty sharp edge. The sun symbol. Quite sharp-edged. Impressive. The sun symbol. Quite sharp-edged, but nothing more to it. Fits. Risky, risky. I ought to go check and see. The dancer's a rare breed. There isn't anything I could wind up here. The dancer's cat. It's so cute. If only it didn't snap at everything that crosses its snout. The dancer's cat. These things are called nets. You can scoop leaves out of pools with them. Won't take a minute. The dancer's cat. Here you go, your cat.
Oh, thank you so much. Here's some small change for you. But don't gamble it all away at once.
A single gambling chip. How incredibly generous.
Isn't that peachy? We race around Luxor all day long just to have our noble Mr. Cat Saver bring the beloved pet back to the lovely dancer in distress. And in the end, the reward is a warm thanks and one whole gambling chip. So, when is this gentleman thinking of finding the portal of the gods?
You can't do anything but grump, can you? How about some constructive criticism for a change?
Constructive criticism? Ha! You'd better hurry or I'll tell your charming girlfriend that you spent the whole day gallivanting around Luxor on behalf of a scantily clad dancer.
I got the point. A single gambling chip. That's better. Camel chewing gum. It smells really, really odd. This critter is spoiled enough as it is. Camel chewing gum. It smells really, really odd. Gooey stuff. Once you've fastened it, there's little chance of getting rid of it. Gooey stuff. Once you've fastened it, there's little chance of getting rid of it. Gooey stuff. Once you've fastened it, there's little chance of getting rid of it. The crocodile has gotten its teeth into the chewing gum. Now I can take it along. I'd better not provoke it. It might struggle free.
Mon Dieu, what is that? A little crocodile?
But you said I was to bring you baby crocs.
But I did not mean for you to catch real little crocs. The poor thing.
But your baby crocs in pastry.
Those are little cucumbers in a roll, not these cute little croc babies. What is your problem? You are disgusting.
Oh, just great. All I wanted was some of your otter noses anyway.
Here, take the otter noses. I shall set the croc free out in Mother Nature, where it belongs.
Well, with some people you just can't ever get it right. No, I'm not taking a closer look at that. Here are the otter noses you wanted.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Let's meet on the boulevard tonight. Then I'll help you get into the poor district.
Fine. See you tonight then.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. yes.
And back in 54, Ra was so desperate because he didn't get a tan in Giza that he smeared his face with shoe polish.
Hey, it could happen to anybody.
But nobody back then was as hot about getting a sun-brown tan as you were. Behold, I am Ra, the sexy sun god.
But the girls really dug it back then.
Oh, yes, back then. How I miss the good old times.
We've put on quite a few years.
If you ask me, I think Isis still looks as youthful as she did 1,000 years ago.
Anubis? When did you turn into a charmer? You used to lock yourself up alone in your room and listen to that dreadful Nubian drum music.
Don't tell me you even drink wine these days.
Oh, come on. Things haven't gotten that far. As the inventor of beer, I've got to stay faithful to my favorite beverage.
If you ask me, somehow you're sort of stuck in the past.
Ah, look who's coming through the door.
Seth, that whippersnapper. I heard he wants to win this time, whatever it takes.
I'm surprised he even dares turn up here after that dubious incident last millennium.
Oh, yes, that really rattled my poor Osiris.
I shall win the battle of the gods and rule over the Egyptians! Ha!
Don't bite off more than you can chew. Yeah, when it came to grand words, you were never slow getting a mouthful.
But you certainly did find yourself a great suit of armor.
And it's so true. Batik really has gone out of style.
You'll see, all of you. No one can stop mighty Seth. No one!
What's going on here all of a sudden? Ah, there he is. Just great. He was supposed to help me get into the poor district, but apparently he didn't lose a moment to go back to his favorite pastime. Well, he didn't get very far.